that I was admitted by Macau University of Science and Technology, I was wild with joy. My dream of studying in Macau finally came true. I was looking forward to enjoy the brand new college life there. But the reality is cruel. The tuition fee is very high compared with the same level university in mainland China. 65,000 Hong Kong dollars is really not a small amount. On the other hand, the living expense in Macau is also very high. One reason is that Macau is ruled by foreigners in history and performed a capitalist market economy system. Although my family can afford this expense surely, but as a college student, as an adult, I was already legally permitted to find a work to make money, as well as I have the ability to manage money on my own. Considering all these factors, I think it is not suitable to rely on my parents to cover all of the expenses during my 4 years college life. I also wanted to experience the hardship of making a living. So after negotiating with my parents, we made a plan. I will get my 4 years living expenses one time at the starting point of my college life, and use this money to earn 1 year tuition fee in 4 years' time. Firstly, I need to calculate the initial capital, that is my basic living expense in 4 years. I need to consider many parts of expenses incurred in my life. The dominant part is the food expense, I think. So I went to the student restaurant to find out how much I may spend on 3 meals daily. The price of the regular meal is 21 mop. If I want to eat something better, maybe more expensive. So I set the daily food expenses at 80 mop. We all know that the electricity charge is a little bit high in Macau, but there are 4 students in one dorm, so it is a relief. I find out that the 1 month's electric charge is about 1,200 mop. I also need to keep in touch with my friends and family, and the telephone and the data fee is about 100 mop. Notice that I joined the China Telecom mobile set, which is cheaper than CTM. Instead of food, electric, mobile expenses I just mentioned, many other expenses are unavoidable. Sometimes I would like to buy a cup of soft drinks. I need to go to supermarket to buy some snacks and some daily necessities. Reading is my hobby, so I spend money on buying some books and magazines and newspapers. I put these kind of expenditures into other expenses, in total 300 mop. So, sum up all the expenses, the monthly living expense arrived at 3,000 mop. After calculating the expenses, the crucial question came: how to make money? I was lost in deep thought. One day, I came across a friend near the bank in our school. He was busy with his phone managing money by WeChat financing system. I'm interested in his way of dealing with money, so I asked some questions. He told me that part of his living expenses are kept in WeChat financing system for a 12 months median rate investment, and after 1 year, he he will get the initial capital and the interest back. After consulting him the details about how he managed his money, I think it is an approachable way to make money using my initial capital. He showed me that there are many kinds of investments of different interest rate and different level of risks. So here comes my plan of making money. The first method is using WeChat financial planning system to earn interest by deposit and by bond. There are 3 levels of rate: low, medium, and high. The first kind of investment is low rate, about 2.7% 1 year. The investment period is 3 months, just like the current deposit. I can use this money at any time. Another investment is time deposit for 1 year. The rate is 4.6%, and it is medium rate level. Also, I decided to invest a high rate investment. It is a 3-month bond with the yield of 9%. Notice that high rate always related to high risk, so this kind of investment amount should be no more than 30% of the total amount of investment. To make 65,000 Hong Kong dollars in 4 years, only through an interest is still far away from my target. I need to find an extra way to make money, that is, to get a part-time job working as a private tutor. I can get 3,000 more a month by teaching a student 5 times a week. I decided to work for 2 years, because in year 3, maybe my academic pressure will increase and maybe I won't have time to work as a tutor. So with this data collected, it is time to use Excel to solve my problem. I decided to use linear program model. In our book, page 101, there is an example I can refer to solve my problem. As I'm going to manage my money quarterly in 4 years, the decision variable is far more than the example here. Also, the constraint is different with regard to my own situation. Now, here is time to look into more details in my model.